Hey everybody, AKP Gaming, doing another Fallout 76 video. In this video, I am going to be talking about the lovely backpack mod that you will need. Now, if you are like me and you've completed over there the Order of the Tadpole, then what you are most likely going to do is grind for these badges. And I mean, it is a massive grind. Now, if you are looking at getting the high capacity backpack mod, stop right now. Make sure that you watch this video because I'm going to rank these from 1st to 7th and let you know the pros and cons of each so you can make a better decision than wasting 8 possum badges on this mod. So let's get straight into the video. So unfortunately, in any video that I do, there is going to have to be a last place. And for me, it is the Backpack Refrigerated mod. Now, before you go, oh my god, Trent, don't rank it last. I use it all the time. The reason why, two main reasons for me. Number one, 8 possum badges. That is a massive grind compared to the high capacity backpack mod, but again I'm going to tell you why that is not coming first place. And then number two, you lose 30 capacity when you have it in your inventory. Now the reason why people want it is, for example, with my grilled radstag, you can see that the condition is dropping and the spore rate on the refrigerated is going to slow it down by 50%, which is great. However, when I'm ranking this, in the end, for a couple of luck perk card points, which is going to be good with salt, my food spoils by 30% slower for 1, 60% slower for 2, and for 3 luck points, I'm going to spoil 90% slower. Now, it doesn't stack. So for me, to get 30% on 1 luck, well worth it. And if I want to get slightly better, of course, I can use 2 of these. So for me, that's why it's ranked last. You lose 30 carry weight for adding the mod. Number 2, you can use perk cards that are going to really just help you much better. And number 3, it is 8 possum badges. That is why it is ranked the worst. So sorry, refrigerator mod, you are number 7. So for me, coming in at number 6 is the Leadline mod. The Leadline mod is going to get you 90 radiation resistance, but it is also going to drop your carry capacity by 30. So if I had that mod, it would knock that down to 290 because standardly the backpack mods have 60, so it's going to cost you 30. Now the reason why I rank this number 6 is because under endurance, you can have, of course, what's called radiation resistance, which is going to get you 40 radiation resistance for 4 endurance perk cards. Or the other option under your legendary perks, if I have a look, I have never unlocked this, but there is a legendary one called What Rads. And if you inspect that, for 4 legendary points, you can get 300 rad resistance. So 3 times more than what you need. Now, again, it's not great for a blooded build because, again, it restores rad points. So that's another reason why it would be ranked, in my opinion, so low. So I hope you enjoy that one. That is number 6. Let me know in the comments down below if you're agreeing with my ranks or why not. So there you are. That's number 6. On to number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have got, very similar to the Leadline, is the Insulated mod. Another cost of 5 possum badges, and it is going to reduce your carry weight by 30. The reason why I rank it so low again is that there are a few perk points that are going to help you with your energy resistance. Now, of course, I'm not going to lie. You might want to have an absolute tank, but I have Ironclad naturally, which gets me 50 damage and 50 energy resistance while not wearing power armor. That's an essential for a non-power armor build. But also as well, there is what is of course under the charisma is bodyguards. And if you're playing with friends, then again for 4 charisma points, you are going to get 12 damage per person. So an extra 36, which gets you close. So I'm not going to lie. It is going to cost you 9 perk points to have that in comparison. However, for me, what's 90 energy resistance in the grand scheme of things? So for me, that is why it is ranked number 5. Now, we're getting close to the top 3. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree. Now, all that was remaining is one that I already know, which is the Armor Plated mod. Now, I have this. It cost me 5 possum badges very early on because I wanted to do a tank build. Now, in my apparel, if I look at, of course, under armor, you will see I have the armor plated standard backpack. But now if you watch, when I equip it down here, so I'm currently 359 over 320. If I equip this, not unequip. If I equip it, I go to 290, but I go to 655. I'm automatically over encumbered by just changing my damage resistance to a sort of like slightly higher version. Now, if I re-add it, of course, I lose 90 on the damage resistance. So, number one, I lose 30 carry weight. Number two, I feel that I become over encumbered and I'm going to waste other perk card points. So therefore, I felt I liked it at the start if I'm making a complete and utter tank. But unfortunately now, after playing this game for a while, it's a thumbs down for the armor plated mod. So now, let's get into the top three. So I bet you were wondering where, I mean, look at that. That's such an ugly backpack. Let's put the nice one back on. So number three for me is the one that I said that you should stop wasting your time trying to build up these possum badges. 8 of them is the high capacity backpack mod. What that does, and as you can see here, I've got this. I will go from a carry weight of 320 up to 380. But for me to counteract the one that I've currently got, I am going to need to waste 3 perk card points. Now, where that is, for me, as my one, is the food and drink weight is reduced by sort of 90%. Now, I'm already maxed out on agility. I am a VATS build, which means I've got Action Boy, Marathoner, which again is just an extra, Enforcer for my shotguns. I love Gung Fu, and if you have looked at my video, the 2 most unrated perk cards, please have a look at that video. That explains that a lot better. And Adrenaline. So I have not got an option to add through Hiker. So for me, in the end, with the stuff that I'm currently carrying, now most of you will say, but Trent, you know what? You could do better. You could make it, you know, sort of a lot easier. However, again, that is going to affect my build. So that is the reason why I feel for most players, if you can't manage your inventory or you feel that with the 120 weight gaining 60, check what you are comparing. Because for me, to grind the living hell out of these annoying possum badges is just taking you way too long, a waste of time, and this is why I'm going to go into positions second and first right now. But make sure you give this video a like, and if you've been enjoying this content, again, like I said, give it a like and hit that subscribe button. So let's get into my top 2. So, coming in at number 2 from Mortimer, who says, hello there, or good day to you. Mortimer over in Crater. As long as you've completed the Gold Rush quests, then you are going to unlock the ability to use your gold bullion. If you go internally where you speak to Meg over there, you're going to meet this little robot where you can trade gold bullion. And he will tell you about the Chemist Backpack mod for 350 gold bullion. Now, if I compare this on me, if I use it and I add it to my character, you will see that my carry is 230 over 370. So decent amount of weight spare. If I take it off, of course, and remove it, then I am up to 319 over 370. So quite a bit of saving, but I'm going to explain also why this is number 2 and number 1 in a second, and why these 2 become my top ranked backpack mods. So stick around for number 1. If you've been enjoying this, give this content a like and make sure you hit that subscribe. But let's get straight into number 1. So my number 1 backpack mod is as follows. If you are over at Foundation and you have done the gold quest, then if you go over to this lovely gentleman who is over by Sunny's, and of course in this top corner by the main room where you will go and talk to Paige, then of course Samuel. And Samuel will sell you for exactly the same. If I scroll down to the bottom, you will see the Grocers Backpack mod for 350 gold bullion. Now, the reason why these 2 mods are my number 1 and number 2, depending on how much you are carrying, is as follows. If I just put on, say, the armor plated standard, you will see that I have 340 carry and 623 pounds of weight. Whereas if I go over to my apparel and I add my Valentine's hard case Grocers Backpack, this will jump up to 370 and then drop to 319. Now, the reason why this is better is both the Chemist and the Backpack mod, even though you could use the perk card, which is the Travelling Pharmacy, which is going to reduce your weights of chems by 90%, Or if you are going to be using a sort of one for food and drink, you've got Through Hiker, which reduces it by 90%. As I said earlier on in the video, I am a VATS build. I cannot really let my agility go. This isn't my perfect build so far, but I'm messing around with, of course, cold-blooded, etc. Now, for me, the reason why these two are so much better than the rest, number one, you do not have to grind the wonderful world of the sort of tadpole. Well, you have to do the tadpole, but you don't have to grind the rest if you want the 60 capacity. So theoretically, you don't even have to do order of the tadpole. Number two is that in the end, you are going to save yourself a massive amount of time. So I hope you agree with my list. If you do, again, as I said before, big thumbs up. I don't know why I ran around Foundation for half a second, but if you found it really helpful, give it a like. Leave me comments down below if you agree from my 1 to 7, and make sure you hit that subscribe. Been a pleasure. Enjoy the video, or I hope you enjoyed the video, and hit that subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Bye-bye.